Hi dreamers and make-believers. In today's video, I am doing the Booktubeathon day 7. It's day 7 already. It's the end of the week. How has that come so fast? But yes, to end off this incredible, fun, challenging week, Booktubeathon has given us the opportunity now to just share our love of reading and why we love reading and to share any fun experiences that we might have had through books. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to start with the reasons that I love reading. So first of all, I'm going to say that I love the escape of reading. I love how with reading you can go to so many places, real or otherwise, without moving. You know, this just in your head, and you can travel to worlds that don't actually really exist in reality, or even to places that do exist. And I just love that freedom to travel in a way. I love how no one's experience is the same. I love how I see some character in my mind is completely different to how somebody else sees the exact same character with the exact same description, and I love how they sound in my mind is different to somebody else's perception. I just love how reading is all about perception, and I feel like books really help us bring someone else's perception to life in our own reality, and it's just really incredible. I love the travel and the escape and the wonder and how we can all read the same book and have such different experiences. The other thing I love is that when you find a book that you truly enjoy, especially a series, I love how those characters weirdly become part of your life. They become people you know, and you cry for them when they cry or if something happens to them, and you're happy for them if something great happens, and you become emotionally connected. And I love that emotional connection that you can get with characters that you will never actually meet in real life, but they are real because they exist to you. And of course, I love the adventures. I love how I can be a pirate, and I can be a wizard, and I can be a Grisha, and I can be all these amazing, incredible things that in real life I probably will never be, but I feel like I have been because I've read them. Another reason I love reading is the message that most books seem to have. Each book, whether it's right there in your face or whether it's subtly woven in throughout an entire series, there is a message of love, a message of hope, a message of life, a message of struggle, a message of finding yourself, whatever it is. There always seems to be an underlying message that comes to you throughout the reading experience, and I love that too. And one experience that always sticks in my mind when it comes to reading, or the two experiences that always stick in my mind when it comes to reading. One is a very old one, which I'm sure many of you will have a very similar connection to this because it's Harry Potter related. My experience was with Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. One experience that I always remember is that this book was coming out. It was the last Harry Potter. It was incredible. People were going crazy all around the world. And I remember that it was coming out in our mall in Dubai, and due to the time difference, it was coming out at like 3 a.m. in the morning. And me and my two friends went to this Mall of the Emirates, and we camped outside the store. And there was so much laughter and talking, and people were really connecting and bonding over their excitement of going to get the final book in this amazing saga. And there were people that were dressed up, and I remember that some camera guy interviewed me and my friends, and they were asking us, like, you know, what brings us, like, why have we stayed up and come to the mall to just sit outside for 3 hours until this book goes on sale. And it was just a very fun experience, and everyone was brought together by their love of Harry Potter. And then the doors opened and everyone rushed inside, and it was just so great that we're all joined together by the fact that the last book in a series was coming out. And then a more recent experience to me is through the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. This was a different sort of experience, and I think it's because of the stage I was at in my life when I was reading it. So as most of you know, like, I've just quit teaching, and I'm taking a year off, and I'm gonna try this author thing. I'm gonna put my all into it and see how it goes. And there's a line in this book. It really struck me, and it was an amazing experience for me internally. You know, this was not a social thing, this was just me and this book. And this one line in this book that I was kind of like, oh my gosh, I need to stop making excuses, and I need to give my all to what I truly want. And that line is, to the stars who listen and the dreams that are answered. And at that time in my life, I just felt like that person that stands there and wishes on stars, and I just figured it's time for me to tear those stars down. And that is all for today, and that was actually really nice to talk about my love of reading and why. So thank you for that challenge, Booktubeathon, and I will see you all again soon. I'm not going to be back tomorrow, but I will be filming another video soon, and we'll see you then. Bye!